Oh, man, I am so tired today.
Good morning to you too, Alex. You sound like it's still nighttime for you.
It feels like it. Sleepy is not a strong enough word. I feel like a zombie from a movie. Seriously, my brain is just foggy.
A zombie with a podcast? What happened? A late night?
No, not even. The problem was this morning, my alarm clock. Mia, I think I hate my alarm clock today. I had a dream I was on a beautiful, quiet beach, and then suddenly,
The worst sound. Beep, beep, beep. Right in my ear at 6:30 in the morning. It's just so rude. It pulls you from a perfect dream.
exactly. So of course I hit the snooze button. You know, the magic button that gives you 5 more minutes of peace.
Right. The best button on any device.
The absolute best. I think I hit it maybe 3 times? It could have been 4. I lost count. Each time I was like, okay, this is the last time. But it wasn't.
Oh, Alex, I think everyone knows that feeling. The fight between your bed and the day.
The bed was winning for a long time.
Hearing you talk about your morning struggle, it's actually a perfect way to start our conversation today.
It is? Are we doing an episode on the best alarm clocks? Because I need a new one.
Close, but not quite. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Smart English Hub. I'm Mia.
And I'm a very sleepy Alex.
We can definitely tell. Today, we are going to talk about something everyone in the world has. We're talking about our day, our daily routine.
Ah, a daily routine. Okay, that makes sense. A routine is the list of things you do every day, right?
Exactly right. From the moment you wake up in the morning to the moment you go to sleep at night, all the small things we do.
Like fighting with your alarm clock.
Yes, that can be part of a routine. And it's a great topic because we use a lot of simple, important English words and phrases to talk about our day.
That's true. And, speaking of routines, this whole conversation reminds me of my friend Tom.
Oh, you've mentioned Tom before. What about him?
His daily routine is the opposite of my morning. It is perfect. It's like a computer program, so organized, so predictable.
Ooh, really? A perfect routine? I'm not sure if that sounds wonderful or terrible. Tell me more.
Okay, so Tom's day starts very early. He wakes up at 6 a.m.
6 in the morning? On the dot? Wow, that is so early. I don't think I've seen 6 a.m. in years.
Me neither. And there is no snooze button for Tom. The alarm rings, he opens his eyes, and he gets up immediately.
Wow, he gets out of bed right away. I need at least 10 minutes to remember who I am.
Me too. So he gets up, and the first thing he does is exercise. He puts on his running shoes and goes for a run in the park. Every morning, rain or shine.
Okay, he is officially not human. A run before breakfast?
A 30-minute run, to be exact. After his run, he comes home and takes a shower. Then, at about 7 o'clock, he's in the kitchen having breakfast. And it's always a big, healthy breakfast. Eggs, toast, fruit, and orange juice.
That sounds delicious, actually, and very healthy. It's probably why he has the energy to wake up at 6.
You're probably right. So after breakfast, he gets dressed for work and he leaves his house at exactly 8 o'clock.
So he goes to his job.
Yep, he works from 9 in the morning to 5 in the evening. He's a graphic designer, so he works in an office downtown, sitting at a computer.
Okay. And what about his lunch? Does he have a nice long lunch break?
Not really. He has lunch at 1 p.m., but he usually eats at his desk, a salad or a sandwich. He says he's too busy to take a long break.
Oh, at his desk. That's a bit sad. It's so important to take a break from work.
I tell him that all the time. So anyway, he finishes work at 5, goes home, and then his evening is just as structured.
Let me guess. He goes to the gym?
Good guess. Sometimes, but usually he cooks dinner. He loves to cook, and he plans all his meals for the week.
Wow, that's a nice way to relax, I suppose. Very organized.
Totally. He has dinner at around 7:30. After dinner, he cleans the kitchen immediately. Everything is spotless.
Of course it is.
Then from about 8:30 to 9:30, he relaxes. This is his free time. He usually reads a book, something about history or science. No TV.
No TV? Interesting. And then bedtime?
And then he goes to bed. He's usually in bed by 10 p.m. every single day. Same time.
Wow. So Tom's day is just a perfect cycle. Wake up, exercise, breakfast, work, dinner, read, sleep.
Exactly. A perfect, simple, and very predictable routine.
To be honest, Alex, that sounds a little boring to me. It's admirable for sure, but it doesn't sound very fun.
I know, right? It's so structured. But it works for him. He's super productive. For me, that kind of routine would feel like a prison.
Me too. My day needs a little more flexibility, a little more chaos.
So that's a perfect question for you. What about your day? What does your daily routine look like?
Okay, my routine. Well, it definitely does not start at 6 a.m. I am not a morning person at all. I'm a night owl.
A night owl. Right, someone who likes to stay up late. So what time do you wake up?
I usually wake up around 8 o'clock, maybe 8:15. My alarm is on my phone, and I use a very gentle sound, like birds singing.
Oh, that's much nicer than beep, beep, beep.
It is. It helps. So I wake up, but I don't get up right away. I stay in bed for about 10 minutes. I stretch, I look out the window, and I think about what I want to do today. It's a very slow start.
That sounds so peaceful. I do the opposite. I grab my phone.
I try not to do that. I find it makes my brain too busy too fast. So after my 10 minutes of quiet, I get up and go straight to the kitchen. First thing, a big glass of water.
That's a healthy habit.
And then I need my hot drink, but for me, it's tea. I am a huge tea person. English breakfast tea with a little bit of milk.
Ah, a classic. We are so different. I'm 100% coffee.
We are. So I make my tea and I have my breakfast. I like something simple in the morning, toast with butter and jam, or maybe some oatmeal with berries.
That sounds good.
While I have my breakfast, I don't watch TV or check emails. I usually put on some quiet music, like classical or jazz, and just sit and enjoy my food. The first 30 minutes of my day are very slow and quiet.
I'm jealous. My mornings feel so rushed, even when I work from home.
It's a choice, I think. I just decided I don't want to start my day with stress. So after my slow breakfast, I take a shower, get dressed. Even though I work from home, I always change out of my pajamas. And then I sit down at my desk to start work around 9:30.
That's a great rule. It helps you feel professional.
It does. It tells my brain, okay, it's work time now. So how does that compare to your morning? I know it starts with an alarm war.
It does. My morning is a bit more chaotic. The alarm rings at 7:30. I hit snooze, as we know, maybe twice. When I finally decide to wake up, the very first thing I do, and I know it's a bad habit, is check my phone. I lie in bed and scroll through emails, news, social media for at least 10 or 15 minutes.
I think so many people do that. It's like you're catching up with the world before you even stand up.
Exactly. But it often means I see a work email that makes me stressed, or I read some news that makes me sad. It's not a great way to start the day, like your peaceful music.
Right.
So after my phone time, I finally get up. I go to the kitchen, and it is all about one thing: coffee. I am very serious about my coffee. I have a special machine. I grind the beans myself. The whole house smells like coffee. That is my happy place.
Oh, you grind your own beans? Okay, that's fancy. I just use a tea bag.
It's my one little luxury. I cannot function or speak to other humans before I have my first cup. So I make a big cup of black coffee, and I have a very small breakfast, usually just a banana or some yogurt. I'm not very hungry in the morning.
It's so interesting how different people are. I love breakfast.
After my coffee kicks in, I'm ready. I'll take a quick shower, get dressed, and I usually start working around 9 o'clock. Since I work from home, my commute is about 10 seconds from the kitchen to my home office.
The best commute.
It really is. So let's talk about the rest of the day. My afternoon is pretty much just work. I work from 9 until about 1 p.m. Then it's time for lunch.
And you take a proper break, right? Not like Tom.
Oh yes, I always take a full hour. I step away from my computer, I'll make a sandwich or heat up leftovers from last night's dinner. I eat in my kitchen and maybe watch a short video. It's a real break. My brain needs it.
That's so important. My lunch is similar. I usually eat around 1:30. I love to make a big salad with lots of vegetables. It gives me energy for the afternoon.
After lunch, it's back to work. I usually work again until about 5:30 or 6 in the evening. That last hour is always the hardest.
So, what do you do when you finish work? How do you transition from work time to evening time?
That's a good question. The first thing I do is close my laptop and tidy my desk. It's like saying, okay, work is finished. Then I like to get some fresh air. I open the windows, or if it's nice outside, I go for a short walk around my neighborhood, just for 15 minutes. It helps clear my head.
A walk is a great idea. I do something similar. My evening is my time to relax and recharge. After sitting all day, I need to move my body, so I usually go to the gym for an hour. Or if I don't feel like the gym, I'll go for a long walk and listen to a podcast.
Oh, that's nice. Physical activity to end the day.
Yeah, it helps me forget about work stress. After that, I come home and think about dinner. This is where my routine is not like Tom's. I don't plan my meals. I just open the fridge and see what I have.
I do the same thing. It's a creative challenge.
It is. I like cooking, but sometimes I'm too tired. On those nights, pizza is my best friend. I'm not ashamed.
Never be ashamed of a pizza night. So after dinner, what do you do to relax?
My relaxation is usually on the sofa. I'll watch a movie or a new series. I also love to play video games online with my friends. It's a fun way to be social without leaving my house.
That sounds fun. And what time do you usually go to bed?
I'm definitely a night owl. I often feel most creative late at night, so I'm usually up until 11:30 or midnight.
See, and my brain is the opposite. My evenings are very quiet. After my walk, I also cook dinner. For me, cooking is very relaxing. I put on my favorite music and just enjoy the process.
What kind of food do you like to cook?
I like to cook Italian food, like pasta, or sometimes spicy Thai food. After dinner, I clean up, and then it's my favorite time of the day, reading time.
That sounds so incredibly peaceful. What are you reading now?
I'm reading a detective story. It's so good I can't put it down. Reading helps my brain slow down and relax. So by 10:30 or 11, I start to feel sleepy and go to bed.
That's a really nice, relaxing end to the day. So what about the weekend? Is your routine the same?
Oh no, the weekend is completely different. On weekends, there is no alarm clock. I wake up naturally, sometimes at 9, sometimes at 10. It's wonderful.
No alarm. That is the definition of freedom.
It is, and my weekends are not structured. I meet friends, go to the park, visit places, or sometimes just stay home and relax. The routine is no routine.
Same for me. On weekends, I wake up late, make a big breakfast like pancakes, spend time on hobbies, and see my family. The weekend is for rest.
I agree. The daily routine is for weekdays.
So it's funny, even though our days are different, the basic structure is the same: morning, daytime, and evening.
Exactly. So, just to go over some key phrases, first, we wake up.
Then we get up, which means leaving the bed.
Then we have breakfast.
After that, we go to work or school.
Around midday, we have lunch.
Then we finish work and go home.
In the evening, we relax and have dinner.
And finally, we go to bed.
And the cycle repeats every day.
Now we have a question for you. What is your daily routine like?
What time do you wake up? Are you a morning person or a night owl?
What do you eat? What do you do in the evening? Write your answers in the comments. We would love to read them.
That was a fun conversation. I'm feeling less sleepy now.
Same here.
Thanks for listening. We hope you learned something useful today.
See you in the next episode. Keep practicing.
Bye, everyone.
Bye!